Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So, a couple of weeks ago, we tested the PXG Gen 5 irons.
They were very good, I thought.
Very, very
nice,
good.
yeah.
Lots of good comments from people who have been trying PXG over the last couple of years, take advantage of the lower price points.
Yes, very true.
Lots of requests for us to do the woods.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to doing the woods. I don't remember hitting any since maybe like the Proto driver.
You and I done the Proto.
Years ago.
We borrowed Johnny Wonder's Proto.
That's right.
Yeah.
2 years ago, minimum?
At least.
Yeah.
At least. So, yeah, I mean, I think the driver has evolved a fair bit since then. Visually on the kind of crown.
Yep.
Very, very different now with the aluminum vapor kind of crown. Very kind of different look.
It's distinctive. It looks cool.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen that before, haven't we, from Mitsubishi shafts?
Yep.
The aluminum vapor in the
right.
top half of the, the blue, orange, and white.
Yep.
AV series. So yeah, not technology that we're not familiar with. We understand its ability to create a more rigid frame, get a little bit more ball speed out the face, take advantage of the ball speed, and that's really what we're seeing in the evolution of Gen 5.
So Proto, Gen 4,
Yes.
this is Gen 5. Apparently this is a little bit quicker, a little bit longer over Gen 4.
Little lower spin.
Little lower spin, yeah.
And doing all of that while being 25% higher MOI than last year.
Okay, well that's good.
So we'll take that while getting obviously a little bit more distance. 3 weight ports.
Yep.
Right, so we've got 2 7.5 grams, 1 2.5 gram weight. You can customize that, go from 2.5 all the way up to 20.
20, yeah.
We do have some custom weights, so we'll have some fun with that.
You could go crazy with it, couldn't you? Yeah.
So we'll kind of, the idea is we're going to build 2 drivers, right? We're going to build one very straight driver in the XF series.
Yes, which is the kind of the bigger profile.
Yep, a little bit more of, the way-
TSR2.
TSR2, exactly. A little bit more compressed, elongated toe to heel. And then you've got obviously the standard Gen 5, which is more your low spin model.
Bit deeper face.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
There's a ton of tech in it, but it's not cheap. We were looking at it
This
earlier.
one's not cheap, is it? No.
Canadian pricing, $780.
780 Canadian,
Right.
Yep.
which is in line with kind of what we're seeing right now with Titleist.
Titleist, yeah.
A little bit more than the TaylorMades and certainly a good bit more than the Cobras. So
Yeah.
Assuming TaylorMade will probably come up next year, but who
yes,
knows?
Yeah,
true,
every-
very
everyone
true,
probably will go
very
up.
true. We'll dive into these. There is the 0211 series as well, which is in the
Right.
Canadian market $390.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's the
that.
value package,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that at a different time.
Yeah, but this is the performance line. So let's dive on in.
Cool, let's do it. It's a good start. Felt good. Felt, dare I say, somewhat ping-like.
Pingish. I mean, that's everyone's goal, isn't it? They're making a high MOI driver.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
trying to build it like a ping.
Kind of sounded pingish to me.
More stable anyway.
Definitely.
Aye.
It's a little off the heel. Flown okay,
Yeah,
though.
it's actually done well for
Safe miss.
Yeah. Obviously straight. That's hit hard.
you. It was nice.
Felt high in the face, a little knuckly, but pretty straight. Still like 2,400 spins, not,
There wasn't a big miss in there.
no.
But it was not as long as we know you to hit it. 13 and 29, launch and spin.
Maybe helpful for someone that wants to get the ball up in the air a little bit more,
Yeah.
add some spin to their flight.
So good strikes, high dynamic, face a hair open,
Yeah.
but very neutral delivery.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a bit floaty, a bit soft.
Just wasn't the most efficient. We've seen some higher efficiency
Yeah,
recently,
yeah.
so
Definitely not the bomber mode.
No.
But I think we might see a little bit more of that in this.
out of this one. Okay. That's hit really well.
Yeah.
That was nice.
It's a nice flight.
It looks a little, it looks a little floaty.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that should go a lot further.
So normally, obviously, we would be playing with the loft a little bit or the face angle a little bit.
Yeah.
In order to try and get the loft down, but we can't really with a single axis loft sleeve like this. So, I mean, do we want to flirt with a 7.5 degree head?
You want to see what it does? I mean, to me, the way that felt, and to see 3,000 spin,
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked.
We're trying to create a low spin monster here.
Yeah.
Right? We're trying to create a low spin, drive. the low spin model for us was spinning higher than the XF there in the end.
Yeah.
Now the face was 1 degree more open,
Yeah.
but
is fair
we want to see that down 400 or 500, don't we?
I was expecting the last drive that's sitting here on the screen to me felt like a high 160s 2400 spinning
Yeah.
drive that would go
Totally.
320.
Totally.
So I was a little surprised to see it kind of puff up like that.
Okay, so we normally don't have this opportunity because we normally don't have heads this
No.
low in loft.
No,
So we're down in the 7.5.
which is wild.
All right, let's and we went Ventus black as well.
So maybe knock a little flight,
Yeah,
flight down.
we're
Guys
trying.
Guys went all the way. That felt really good.
Sounded
It
smashed.
felt a little more like the ball compressed there.
Yeah, I think that's more
Now
like
we're
the one you
talking.
just described.
Yeah.
Was that 21, 22,
Actually 19.
9? Yeah,
And probably because I turned it over, but still, that's a little more like it.
okay.
Also good.
Flatter, eh?
Way flatter. Even with that
Gonna
being
chase.
a slightly open face, like that's kind of like a flat fade.
Yeah.
Same distance, actually. Would you have, you imagine in all the years of the channel, you would have said, you know what you need?
You need a
7-degree
7.5.
driver. Matt, who can't get the ball in the air half the time. This just feels like a 9-degree,
Does.
like TSR3
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it over a little bit.
Oh, that comes out flat, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe not as good a strike as the first two.
A little lower.
I think Healy
Yeah.
just lost a
yeah,
bit of
marginal.
speed. Well, yeah, not by much. I guess I'm exaggerating, but it's spun up a bit.
But it's more of what we wanted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're starting to head into the territory where it's performing quite well. I think we're just shocked that 7.5 is what it took to get.
I'm in shock.
The launch and spin and speed and
It's a unique head, as you said. I think the CG properties of it are unlike other drives
Yeah.
or other drivers out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of drives I hit that we didn't include in the data because they were crap, where I made a swing that felt pretty good,
Yeah.
but the result didn't end up being, worth using.
yeah.
So I'm not sure. I think it's a little bit of a finicky design. You really need to get it fit, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And find the loft that suits you, because I would never have guessed. We were joking at this 7.5 head like we'd leave it in the box.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I think what we're seeing is right, and this I don't know if this is a problem. I'd love to hear from consumers. What PXG are becoming is direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is us assuming what the specs you need are, and we end up in something completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah.
That's a potential problem now. I know they're doing a great job across the country, especially in the US, and it's coming to Canada, but having PXG fitting centres, but they're not readily available right now.
No.
So I mean, I think you got to hit it. You got to test it.
Yeah, I think you need to go to the demo day and hit a few.
Yeah.
You have to get some numbers.
The three of us right now, if they said, okay, what drivers do you want? I want a Ventus Blue with a 9-degree driver.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
They're
you couldn't
totally
just
wrong
plug
for
in
us.
your stock,
Yeah.
kind
No.
of like loft and shaft.
100%.
I wouldn't feel great about that.
No, went down 1.5 degrees to get
Yeah.
the numbers that you like to get for me, like 11, 2200.
Yeah. But when we got there, we
got
just
there.
went to 7.5
Grass,
together.
yeah.
And it wasn't super forgiving, to be fair, at that point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you go to club data, Mikey, I mean, guys, you've heard me preach enough about I like 16, 17 dynamic loft. We had to get you down to 14 dynamic loft to get your spin in the right window. So, and you were striking them really, really nice. Efficiency was great.
yeah,
So it was maximising your speed. It just wasn't how we thought we would get there, that's all.
Yeah.
We just had to fit it.
yep,
Yeah.
decided to fit
Right.
it.
They do perform well. There's lots of fitting capability within the 3 weight ports, the loft sleeve, the shaft options are fantastic.
Right.
I'd just be keen for you to go to a demo day or a fitting store to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think generally speaking, it looks like they're going to be on the higher side of spin. I think that's fair to say.
Seems that way.
Depending on your strike pattern.
Seems that way.
There'd be a lot of customers if you told them you were putting them in a 7.5. They'd take
be
a
like,
second
what
to
are you talking
understand what
about?
are you talking exactly.
Yeah.
I'm coming from a 12-degree driver. Now you're putting me in 7.5. They wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
But you got to test it, and they do have a rental program. We saw that earlier.
that's
So
true.
try some stuff if you have access to a launch monitor. But it's different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect. I think there's some good aspects to it, but it definitely needs some demoing. I wouldn't buy it sight unseen.
Right. Sound and feel?
Not bad. It feels pretty good.
Firm?
Yeah, firm.
To me, it sounded firm.
Sounded firm.
Yeah,
I
it's a
thought it
little
sounded
firm, little hollow.
Yeah,
kind of
I think
feel.
for me the benchmark is always a Titleist driver,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Especially the new Titleist driver. Maybe not the previous ones that were a little tingy.
Yep.
The TSR is so good in terms of the acoustics.
Yeah,
That to me sounded really firm.
it
Yeah.
feels very firm off the face as well.
Yeah.
You can definitely feel.
And
the
that's
stripes.
indoors, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
indoors.
yeah.
So
Indoors.
yeah, we will see.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think you saw the process, right? We had to get there. We had to move down the road with the driver to get it right for Matty. We had to do some different things, which was actually quite fun to do. We had to put weights in the heel for Matty.
Yeah.
7.5 grams in the heel, 7 in the back, 7.5 in the back, 2.5 in the toe. Normally, we're kind of going the other way for you.
It's true.
7.5 degrees aloft at standard. So, some different routes to get there. But when it comes to fitting, when it comes to the way golf clubs are designed nowadays, we have lots of options, don't we?
Definitely. Yeah.
And then Ventus Black ultimately the end.
Yeah. I think Ventus Black probably just helped keep that flight down.
Just
a little
flattened
bit
a
more.
little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Okay, let us know, guys. We want to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think regards to buying DTC? Off the website and receiving it. Have you found that maybe if it didn't work out and you're able to send it back and get a different spec? Customer service levels, always want
Yeah.
to hear that.
Yeah.
Direct to consumer, that's a very big part of it, isn't it? Because there are guarantees within a certain time frame that, if it's not working out, you can send it back. So, I'm sure PXG have got that covered and are doing a good job with that side of
Yeah,
things.
it's important.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys and hear your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.